Oh my god, yeah, the peacock mantis shrimp, which isn't peacock mantis or shrimp, is really pretty. Because of their beautiful colors, a lot of people want to buy them as pets, but pet stores strongly advise you not to. These things are fast. They can run 30 times their body length in just a second. That's like a bullet. They've been known to break through aquarium glass. And also it has these 3 really powerful claws that are strong enough to break a human hand. They will also violently attack and kill any other fish that you have in your tank. I mean, it's the laws of nature, right? The most brightly colored animals are the most hungry. So if anybody were to come up and ask me if I like making videos on TikTok or YouTube more, I would have said YouTube. And don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. It's where I got my start. It's my biggest following, and I just love making like the short form content. But like YouTube, it's YouTube, and no offense, but the comments are just a little bit more engaging there. But last night around 2 a.m., YouTube banned me from posting for a week, and TikTok sent me a present. So, jeez, why did he get banned from YouTube? What did he do? I made a video showing people how to watch movies for free. Hindsight's 2020. Oh, how I love confetti. I think TikTok sent me a cake. Well, shit. Thank you, TikTok. In the flower shop, I've never had a cake at 10 in the morning, but first time for everything. I hope you know the cake is filled with sprinkles. I didn't. You can see some of the sprinkles from the bottom, but like filled with it? No way. Astro, this is a chocolate cake. You cannot have it. I don't know how to cut a cake. Oh my god! Y'all, it's filled with sprinkles. That is so cool. You can't have cake. You are a dog. I think I destroyed the cake. Ah! Let's say you have a crush on somebody. You're flirting a little bit, maybe even dating, but you're not quite sure if they're all that into you. Buckle up because they're about to be. You're on FaceTime with them. Congratulations. I'm assuming you're at home. You're in your normal clothes. Okay, in the middle of the conversation, be like, oh, it's getting late. I gotta put on my pajamas. Now, you walk out of frame. They don't get a show. And when you're changing, you just happen to throw your shirt across the frame. You throw your pants, you throw your hoodie, you throw your whatever, okay? You're going to be able to see their reaction on screen. They're not going to say anything because you didn't do anything, but they're going to be thinking some things. Pretend that there's something in your eye, okay? It hurts really bad. You can't get it out. You need their help. Depending on the height difference, they're going to be looking up at you, trying to figure out what's causing you pain. You're going to be looking down at them, or vice versa. And all you have to do is smile. And they're going to be like, what? And you have to be like, I just really like you looking up or down at me. I would get butterflies. This one really only works if you're a girl going for a guy, or girl for girl, or guy for guy. It doesn't really work guy for girl. Okay, you're gonna be in a conversation with them, standing across from them. You're gonna have something in your hand. Doesn't matter what it is, phone, wallet, chapstick, I don't care. You're going to accidentally drop it. When you go down, you're going to grab their thigh for balance. And before you come back up, you're gonna look back up at them and be like, ah, my bad, and get back up and go back to the conversation as if nothing happened. They're going to explode! Here's some gross habits that are actually good for you. There are 2 types of people in this world, okay? People who pee in the shower and fucking liars. Not only will peeing in the shower save you on your water bill, but the acid in your urine can prevent fungal infections in your toes. When you bite your nails, you're actually consuming some of the bacteria underneath them, which is gross, but it can help build a stronger immune system. Studies have shown that kids who suck on their thumbs or bite their nails are less likely to suffer from allergies. Burping in front of people is really impolite, but when you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Holding in all that air can cause bloating and heartburn. You shouldn't actually shower every single day. When you do so, it strips away the essential oils and bacteria from your skin and hair and can make you age faster. So if you want to look younger, try showering 2 to 3 times a week. Picking your nose and eating it can help build a stronger immune system and prevent cavities, which is really gross, but In the new Disney movie Encanto, in the background of Bruno's place, you can very clearly see a boot with a plant in it. Right there. Which is a nice little callback to the plant in WALL-E. And in the movie Moana, one of the first monsters they show looks exactly like Marshmallow from Frozen. And in The Incredibles 2, which came out in 2018, we get to see a lot of Jack Jack's powers. Some of which include telekinesis, laser vision, and being able to just pop in and out of different dimensions. Which makes this scene from Monsters, Inc., which was made in 2001, just a little bit more interesting.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a dog.
Insane history facts that school just refused to teach you. During times of war, humans have been known to take their weapons and stick them in shit. That way, if they stab anybody with it, it inflicts that extra poison damage. The famous poet Edgar Allan Poe was 27 years old when he dove deep into alcoholism, lost his job, and decided that the next course of action for his life would be to marry Virginia Eliza Clem, his 13-year-old cousin. She died about 10 years later from tuberculosis. Toulouse-Lautrec is a very famous painter from the late 1800s who apparently had a giant penis. But because he was only about 5 feet tall, the prostitutes that he hung around called him Teapot because he's short and stout. As if 2021 couldn't get any worse, Betty White passed away today at the age of 99. She was only 18 days away from her 100th birthday. I think it's safe to say that everybody knows who Betty White is, considering she had an acting career that spanned 7 decades. About 7 years ago, she did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and I thought it'd be interesting to go through the questions and answers as a way to remember this Hollywood legend. Somebody asked who's the most famous person that she ever met, and she not only responded with 3 US presidents, but the Queen of England. Somebody asked what her favorite technological invention was, and she said sliced bread, which is funny because she actually saw sliced bread be invented when she was like 6 years old. She said that if she had never gotten into acting, she would have been a zookeeper. So somebody asked what her favorite animal was, and it led to this interaction, which I find hilarious. And when asked who she would like to play Betty White in the story of her life, she said either Meryl Streep or Julie Andrews, but figured that Hollywood would probably cast Chris Rock instead. In 2022, I will take life advice from a TikTok filter. Kind of ironic. I mean, I love my boyfriend, you know, we wear matching necklaces, but getting married? Is it hot here? Is it just me? Mandala effects that are gonna really freak you out. Anytime anybody wants to dress up as Tom Cruise in Risky Business, they do the white socks, the no pants, the pink shirt, and the sunglasses. But Tom Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses in that scene. If you imagine the Star Wars character C-3PO, I'm sure you picture an all-gold robot. But since the beginning of the franchise, C-3PO has had a silver leg. And for some reason, nobody seems to remember it. Ask anybody you know to describe what the robber emoji looks like. Most people are going to say, well, he's wearing a striped shirt, a black hat, and wearing a mask. And I'm sure you pictured this, but this emoji does not and has never existed. I'm about to make a whole lot of you really upset right now, especially if you're still in school, and I'm sorry, but this has to be pointed out. We can all agree that the United States school system sucks, right? But do you know what country's school system doesn't suck because they prioritize learning and mental health over grades? Finland. You don't believe me? Okay, well, let's just compare the graduation rates, or how much homework a kid has a night, or how much break you get throughout the day. How about how many standardized tests you have to take? Or how much the teachers work versus how much they're paid? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that just crazy? Also, their college is free! No. No, the fuck you're not. You know, technically chocolate is poisonous to humans too, but we're able to stop ourselves from eating that much, and our metabolism is fast enough that we're fine. But cats and dogs don't have that luxury. I thought it was common knowledge that it's not good for your pets. To be fair, the toxicity level does depend on the kind of chocolate, how much was eaten, and how much your dog weighs. But if your dog ever accidentally eats chocolate, please use this website or some calculator like it to see how severe it's going to be, because it could mean the difference between them just puking it up and having a little bit more energy to them having constant diarrhea or a heart attack. But saying that you're just allowed to give dogs chocolate because your dog ate some chocolate once and was fine is like saying, well, my kid got a little bit of bleach in their mouth, I gave them some water and they were okay, so I guess it's fine if I just let my kid drink bleach. Don't let your kid drink bleach! One of you guys in my comments section told me that if I ever have to erase pencil but don't have an eraser, that I could use bread as a substitute. And already the scenario seems fucking stupid. Like, if I'm in a situation where I'm writing something and don't have access to an eraser, Why on earth would I have bread? And I also kind of think they're fucking with me, but I want to try it anyway. So I got paper, I got a pencil, and I got bread. Okay, so I'm just gonna write my name really quick. And then I'm gonna take the bread and crush it into a ball. Let's see if this works. Are you kidding me? It's not practical, but it works if you need it to. Hey! Hello! How's 2022 going? January's about to end, so I just wanted to check in on ya. You actually want to know? Yeah! There's an out-of-control SpaceX rocket on a collision course with the moon. What? Betty White and Bob Saget died. Not Betty White and the borderline pedophile from Full House. Some people still deny COVID-19's existence and refuse to get vaccinated, even though over 1,000 people die from it every day. Healthcare workers have to leave their jobs because hospitals can't afford to pay them more than Walmart will. And some mom just threatened to shoot up a school if the school forced her kid to wear a mask. Why? But those same people are trying to ban books from school libraries. I didn't realize that mass school readings were such an issue for our youth. And in spite of the fact that inflation went up by 7%, over 4 million people quit their jobs this month, adding to the 38 million people that quit their jobs last year in what experts are calling the Great Resignation. Are you saying that nobody wants to work anymore? And instead of doing something to help the American people, the government issued a memo assuring all of us that birds are real. So the birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. Here's some tricks to help you get rid of your acne, and none of the cliche shit. Actual life hacks. So everybody knows that you need to be washing your bed sheets at least once a week. I hope. But if you have bad acne, you need to be washing your pillowcases every couple of days. But that's annoying. So instead, try putting a clean towel over your pillowcase every night, and I promise you it's going to change your life. Try leaving Head and Shoulders on your face for 15 minutes a day. There's an ingredient in it called pyrityrone zinc that's been proven to completely clear up certain types of acne. But if you want something a little bit more natural than that, putting shea butter or honey on your face can go a long way in getting rid of pimples and healing acne scars. And when you go to wash your face, make sure you're using hot water. And when you go to rinse it, use cold water. This is going to open and close your pores at the right time, leaving you with better skin. And finally, make sure you give any acne treatment you're trying at least 4 weeks to kick in and work before giving up and trying something else. And if nothing seems to be working, it might be time to talk to a dermatologist instead of listening to a stranger on the internet. Hope this helps though. In my hands, I hold the Asus VivoBook 13 Slate, a computer that has been completely designed for productivity and entertainment. This thing's a beast! So it is a 2-in-1, which means that you could use it for what it is, a laptop, or you could take off the keyboard and it turns into a tablet. And it also comes with the pen. So if you wanted to draw or take handwritten notes, you can do all that on here. And it comes with a little kickstand in the back too, for when you want to watch movies. And I can guarantee you're gonna want to watch movies on this thing. This is an OLED screen, so the visuals are just amazing. It has built-in Dolby Atmos, so the sound is just incredible, and the power and speed that this thing has is what makes the Asus VivoBook 13 Slate just the award-winning computer that it is. So if you've been looking for a new computer for school, work, traveling, or just on the go, make sure you consider this one, okay? You can read more about it with the link in my bio. Hi, I was hoping to apply for a job. Okay, here's my resume. It's on paper. I think it's pretty standard practice. I didn't even know people still owned printers. Don't you guys sell those here? Look, man, I'd love to give you a job, but like, they don't even let me use the break room here yet, you know? Can I talk to the manager then? You don't want to talk to her. You should check out HireRect instead. What do you mean? It's this app where you can get a job really fast. That sounds a lot more simple than continuing this conversation, so I will download it. Yeah, it matches you with the CEOs of companies you're interested in working with, so you can talk to them directly, you can set up your interviews, you can get instant feedback, and you can get hired on the spot. I got the job! What? I'm your new boss. found out that some people have the ability to see more colors than the rest of us. We're gonna figure out if you're one of those people right now. Take a second to pause this and count how many colors that you see. Okay, so if you counted 20 colors, this means that you're part of the 25% of the population that only has 2 color receptors. Surprise! You're colorblind. If you counted between 21 and 32 colors, this means that you're part of the 55% of the population that has 3 color receptors. Congratulations, you're normal. But if you were worthy enough to count between 33 and 39 colors, you're what's called a tetratromad, which means you have 4 different color receptors. You can see more colors than everybody else around you. You're more sensitive to the color yellow, and the whole white, gold, blue, black dress thing probably didn't trick you like it did the rest of the world. You should know that one large 18-inch pizza is always going to be better than 2 medium 12-inch pizzas. Here is the math. You're welcome. If you have a bunch of extra change lying around, don't go to a Coinstar to cash it in. They're going to charge you outrageous fees and force you to get a gift card. If you just take that change and give it to your bank, they're going to give you that exact amount in cash. No fees. Being dehydrated can drop your blood pressure, which makes you feel depressed, and in turn can make your heart beat harder, which can cause anxiety. So just drink more water. Headache at the front of your head, you need more sleep. But if it's on the top right here, you need to eat more and drink more water. But if it's on the back here, you need to figure out whatever it is that's stressing you out so much and stop it. And if you're feeling it a lot at the front of your face, that's a sinus headache and you need medicine or exercise. If it feels like you're wearing just a really tight headband, that's a tension headache and you need to get away from the phone screen and go take a hot shower. If all the pain is around one eye, this is called a cluster headache, and if you get these a lot, you should go see a doctor. And if one side of your head just really hurts, that's not a headache. It's a migraine.